Hi guys, we are doing another pick a card reading for who is your hidden enemy or just who is secretly hating on you guys. So we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. The timestamps will be listed down below in the description box. If you guys need any time to select, go right ahead and pause the video. Oh, I forgot to light the candle. If you guys are actually interested in my friend's products, I highly recommend them. I absolutely love them. They're also in the description box as well, so go right ahead and check them out, you guys. All right, pile number 1. If you guys chose this Palo Santo, this is going to be your guys' reading on just who is secretly your enemy and who is hating on you guys. All right, pile number 1. Who is secretly hating on you guys? I did not mean to get these many cards, but because I feel like they were important, I am going to keep them. But for some of you guys, the energy that I'm already picking up is a couple of different types of people. This could be somebody that you have worked with that could have potentially tried to get you fired or did get you fired. Or this is a family member or a loved one that is trying to hold you back in some way. So these are like the 2 types of energies that I'm feeling, especially when you have the Capricorn and the boss energy. So let's kind of start breaking into what is your hidden enemies here. So for a lot of you guys, one of the things that I'm already picking up for you is this person wanted you to stay stuck. This individual has a lot of their own emotional hangups. So you're dealing with somebody that I think is more emotionally and mentally manipulative. I think that this person, what they do is they come up with ideas and they kind of like try to find ways to provoke you, or they will like do things behind the scenes so you're not really aware of their trickery. So they might say something, say for instance, if this is a boss, right, or a coworker, they'll go to your boss or somebody that you work with and they'll spread lies or rumors about you, and then they'll back away from it, and then you're kind of like, oh, why is this person acting so weird to me? Not realizing that this other individual came to them and told them some kind of false information, or they twisted the truth. So it's almost like this individual, they'll tell a little bit of a truth in the lie so that it's still very believable. So you're dealing with somebody here who's a little more cunning, who thinks it's almost like, the weird thing too is they make it almost look like they're not doing anything. They're not talking bad about you. They're not doing anything bad towards you. So this is like a hidden enemy. This is like somebody that is definitely like almost, not that this would be the last person you would assume would be the hidden enemy or the hater, but this is somebody that you would definitely be a little bit surprised to hear that this person had some kind of ill intent towards you. I do feel like this individual, one of the things that makes this person so upset with you, pile number 1, is because this person, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but they're struggling emotionally and mentally. They have some kind of something going on internally inside of them that makes them feel, it's almost like they have to put you down or put other people down for them to feel better about themselves. But also this individual, they're kind of like suffering on the inside, and they have this mentality of like no one gets them, no one understands them, that they're all alone. And it's almost like they're kind of ungrateful, like they don't have like they don't get, like when they get something, they're not grateful for what they get. They're always like, oh, well, this could have been better. Or I didn't want this, I wanted that instead, you know? So this person kind of comes off a little bit manipulative and a little bit like, again, they're not really satisfied with their lives. I feel like for you, you don't really hang out with this person just necessarily by themselves. I do get the feeling that there could be, like I said, a group of people that maybe you're associating this individual with. Like I said, this could be work or this could be family. For some of you guys, I'm getting kind of both, but it almost feels like you're, or even to say, for instance, if this pile, this is not going to resonate for obviously everyone, but some of you guys may work with family, and that could be kind of what's happening here, right? So I am getting that for some of you guys, this person, it's like they kind of, they'll give out a message, right? And they'll paint you in this negative light, like you're not stable, that you don't really have what you say you do. It's like they try to downplay you because they are intimidated by you. So this person, they have a tendency of creating a lot of negativity around them. So, and they do it in such a way where they don't necessarily try to, it's weird. It's like when they do things, they try to do it to where they're not putting the focus on themselves. So they kind of come off like they're concerned about you, or they're concerned about certain people, but they like gossip about people. And so when they do it, they try to do it in such a way where it's almost like they don't want it to come back on them. They don't want other people to acknowledge that they're the ones pulling the strings, that they're the ones gossiping. So you're around somebody here who is, I guess you will say, is in a business with you or in a family or friend situation that you are with a group of people. And this individual maybe tries to make it seem like you're not all that, or that, you know, you have a lot of hangups or a lot of problems. So this person just tries to really paint you out, pile number one, to be a problem starter or somebody who starts the issue. So I feel like this person has done this on several occasions. Well, they will like say something to your friend or say something to another family member or to another coworker, and then they'll deny any part that they had to play in it. Or they'll go to them and they'll tell them something about you, and then what they'll do is, if somebody that they tell, so for instance, say you have two friends, right? And this enemy is one of your friends and the other one is just a friend. So your enemy will go to your friend and they'll talk. And if they say anything negative back towards you about the situation, like they will go and tell you like, oh, I just want you to know, like I don't want to be a part of the drama, but I just thought I would let you know that Susan said this about you the other day. But it was really them that went to Susan and told Susan all these lies about you. So then Susan forms an opinion about you, and then now this enemy is telling you what that person is saying, and they might even twist the truth a little on that. They might even overly exaggerate it to make it sound worser than it really is, but they're trying to come at it like, oh, I'm just a really good friend, or oh, I just want you to know because, you know, if somebody talked bad about me, I wouldn't want that, you know, I would want to know. So it's kind of like this person, they really kind of come off like they have your best intentions, but they are secretly trying to stunt your growth. And I feel like especially when it comes to you wanting to put in effort or work into something. So say if you want to be like an entrepreneur, or you want to advance in your career in some way, I feel like this person may try to put little seeds of doubt in your mind, and they do it in such a subtle way that they're trying to stifle you. They're trying to make you second guess yourself. This is somebody who's trying to, like, again, low key make it very unknown to why they're doing this. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be actually kind of curious to like, why is this person doing that? Like, what have I done to them? Because I don't think you've done anything to this person. I don't think that you have said or done anything to make this individual kind of be malicious towards you or show any type of hate. But I think that for a lot of you guys, I think you're just very well liked. And I think this individual can see the potential and the way that you're going, that I think that this person really does want to kind of like bring it down a notch or two. Because I feel like this person is watching and seeing what you're doing, and it's like this person feels stuck. So they want you to feel stuck. So it's like this individual is really trying to just pull you back down with them because they don't want you to just like excel, right? So I feel like with this person, what they do as well is I feel like for this individual, they will, like I said, they gossip or they'll say little things. This individual also, pile number 1, I feel like is closer to you. Like you spend time with this individual. And I think that if you really stopped, and if, for instance, pile number 1, if you do not know who this is, right? If I'm saying all this stuff, because again, this is like a hidden enemy, so it's really having to kind of try and narrow down who they are. I would say listen to their words. Their words and their actions will show so much. But I feel like with this person, it's their words. If you say, so for instance, if you go up to them and you say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, listen to their response. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's going to be like a negative, like, oh, are you sure you should do that? Or, oh, yeah, you should do that. But I mean, I don't know. Like they'll try to like talk you down or downplay it or misinterpret what you're trying to say on purpose. So this individual, I feel like the connection between the two of you guys are very one-sided. I do get the sense that this person, what they do is they're like this energy vampire kind of. They don't care if it's positive or negative attention that's put on them as long as they're being validated in that way. So you're dealing with somebody here who doesn't know how to validate themselves. This is an individual who it's almost like the drama is what gives them this rush, this sense of I am important. So whenever they can start drama and then they can see it play out, it almost makes them feel good inside because they're like, I did that, I started that. And it's like, as much as this is, I get the feeling that this person, some of this stuff that they even do is kind of on an unconscious level. Like this person, I don't think really plans things out very well. They'll just do things at the spur of the moment. Like, oh, I'm just going to mess with this person. You know, I don't think that they're as strategic with certain things that they do. But I do think that, like I said, they try to direct the attention off of them and put it on others. And then they try to act like the victim, or they try to act like that person that comes in and saves the day, right? Or the situation. So for a lot of you guys, it's having to have that discernment about who is around you, because I feel like you guys are on this verge of working on something. Now, I don't know if this is actually like a business or your finances, but I feel like this person might even be draining your finances. When you can figure out who this is and let go of the burden of the situation, I do feel like things are going to start flowing a little easier for you guys. I feel that this person it's almost like they have an idea of where you're going to go in life, and it makes them feel inadequate because pile number 1, I get the feeling from you guys is you have a goal, right? You have some kind of goal that you want to create in your life. And because of that, it has made you guys say to yourself, okay, well, because I have this goal, because I want to do something, I'm going to try and make my little steps towards that goal. And because you are doing that, and because I think that you guys are also on a self-love journey, this person is intimidated by that. They don't have anything like that. They don't have goals in their life. They don't know what direction they're going in. They feel very lost in their own way. And I think that for you guys, you are not like that. You guys are aware of, at least you have a general direction in which you want to go in. So we have here letting go. This person has seen you let go of relationships. Like again, guys, I feel like this person has been in your vicinity for a very long time, or at least a couple of years. Like this person has seen you letting people go, letting habits go, letting things go that just don't serve you anymore. And this individual is intimidated by that because in their mind, they're like, well, pile number 1 is letting this go. And it makes them feel inadequate because they hold on to a lot of grudges and they hold on to a lot of stuff. And when I feel like you guys are willing to forgive people a lot easier than they are. And that's another thing as well, is it just intimidates them because they don't know really how to let that go. I feel like this person that you're dealing with is a kind of a control freak. They don't know how to let go and really embrace life. They're really rigid in their stance and they're really afraid to just like move past certain situations, certain things that block them, because they kind of stay in that victim mentality, right? So they say, oh, poor me, everything wrong is happening wrong to me. And instead of taking accountability and saying, okay, yeah, this did happen to me, that sucks, how can I move forward? They want to wallow in that. They want to stay in that. And I feel like that's the difference between the two of you, is they're willing to stay in the pain and the misery and just like, again, keep feeling like a victim, staying in that situation. They feed off the other dramas while you let things go and you have goals and you have aspirations that you want to reach to. And this person is so intimidated by the fact that you can just do that because they can't do that. And the reason they can't do it is because for them, they don't see the true purpose in letting something go. They don't really see the true power inside of themselves that they can do that. So in their mind, they're like, I can't get over this. And they think it's such a hard thing. And maybe they did go through something really traumatic or something really hard, but they're using that as an excuse to stay in that, to not really continue to evolve or to move past it. So there is this genuine it's kind of like they're stunted emotionally and mentally, and you're like opening up. You're allowing things to come in and allowing things to leave. So we have here the High Priestess of Air. This person is intimidated as well because of how intelligent you are. You know things, pile number one, that this person is like, how the hell did they know that? Like, what? How did you even know that? Like, that's how they're viewing you. They see you. I don't know if you guys read or you guys just like look up a bunch of different types of things. Like, you just know things that this individual is like, how? I don't even know that. I don't even understand that. Like, you may say things that go over this person's head. And that's another reason they're so intimidated by you, is because they're like, well, I don't know how else to process that or what else to say about that. So we have here strength. So with you guys, you have this inner strength about you. I think that this individual, like I said, they've been around you for a while. They have watched you. So with you guys, they've watched you get knocked down and you got back up again. Get knocked down and you got back up again. Like, you have this resilience about you that this individual finds really intimidating, because in their mind, they're like, well, how can pile number one keep getting back up again? How are they constantly getting back up? And it's like, you surprise them because they don't expect you to be able to just do that. And for them, they're like, how are you able to? Like, this person is kind of in awe of you, pile number one. They don't know how you gain that strength, and they don't know how you're gaining that confidence. Because for you guys, you had to sacrifice a lot of different things, and you've had to, and let's be honest here. When you're on a self-love journey, we have to let go of limiting beliefs. We have to shed away the things that are not true about us, the things that we've been told about us. We have to reevaluate our values, what's important to us, and who we really are, right? We get to define who we are. And you guys, because of that, you have been building up that confidence in yourself. Your self-esteem has been building. And the more that you work towards certain goals, it keeps on building up, because you're starting to see results in the physical. And now you're like, man, I really am more confident, or I really am better than I thought I was. And so you're like working on yourself and you're focused on yourself. And because you're so focused on yourself, it's like you don't see the people, or you don't see how this individual or other people even see you, right? So this person's like, man, how did pile number one become so confident? How do they just know these things? Like, you shock this individual, and because of that, it's like they hate you for that. They just, and I feel like it's more rooted in this envious I don't have that, and I don't see that in myself. Like, this person doesn't see the traits that they see in you. They don't think they have that in themselves. So this person is kind of in this victim mentality saying, oh, poor me, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you're actually like, you're showing them what they could be, who they can be, but they are taking it and saying like, oh, I can't do this, pile number one can. And so they just like really take things very personally. And I think they may even like say or do little things to just like bring your character down a bit. Like, this person just downplays your gifts and abilities. And here's another thing too that you guys pay attention, because this person may smile and be like, oh, good for you, when something happens. But you can see the contempt on their face. You can see that they do like a little smile, but then you can kind of see it in their eyes, or just like, it's like in the micro movement in their face. You can see the envy, the jealousy that emits from them. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like this individual is jealous because we have like the fledgling, and the fledgling is young, right? It is like a younger soul. It's a younger energy. Basically it's like the page, right? You're not very far in there. This person sees you starting off. They saw you as that fledgling, that person that is was small, was like starting off with something, and now they're starting to see you evolve. So this person is like, I've been around pile number one. I've seen them when they were young, or I've seen them when they were just starting something out. And it feels like in their mind, they feel like they're like that. They don't think that they feel like the page, while they feel like you're that high priestess. They feel that they are not at your level. And so this person thinks they need to knock you down a few pegs just to match your energy, but also to, it's almost like this individual has it in their mind that they need to bring you down, right? That you're on this high horse, that you just think you're better than everyone. But they're the ones that are projecting that onto you, pile number one. And I feel like they're doing it because, again, of this they are very, I almost said intimacy. This person feels like they struggle with that intimacy. They struggle with making those solid connections. And I feel like pile number one, you guys have people that genuinely like you and love you. And this person is intimidated by that because you kind of have that child energy still. You have that sense of wonder, and you are not afraid to learn new things. You're not afraid to think outside the box. You're more flexible in the way that you go about your time and your day and your work, and this person isn't. So this person may actually have like for instance, here we have Capricorn, we have Aries, we have Scorpio, and at the bottom of the deck we have an Aquarius. So that could be your signs, that could be their signs. But what I'm definitely getting here is that you're dealing with somebody here who maybe is a little bit more structured in their routines, or maybe they have a routine, but like with you, you're just like more free flowing, and they don't understand how you can become so successful, because for them, they feel like they have to work so hard to get to where they are. Like it really is a grind and a struggle for them. But for you guys, it could be the same, right? You could still be grinding and struggling to get to the next point, but because they don't see you struggle behind the scenes, they don't see what you go through, in their eyes, you do it so effortlessly. You do it in such a way that it makes them feel like they are not it almost makes them feel inadequate towards you. So we also have belongings. So we have, for me, I feel like this person is also envious and jealous of whether this is your house, something you own. There's something like a car. There's some kind of belonging that you have that makes this person envious of you as well. So this person might have even said, oh, really? You got that car? I would like a car like that. Or, oh, really? You had this? Like, they'll say little things like that. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody who would just kind of get jealous because you worked hard for the things that you got. And sometimes this person just feels like things just fall on your lap and falls out of the sky, and then you have it. So you're dealing with somebody, again, who's just very envious, very jealous, who's insecure in a lot of different ways. And I think that this is something that has really just kind of got you, this person just really feels like you don't deserve what you have, basically. And another thing I'm getting to is this person never felt like they really belonged anywhere. and they felt like nobody really likes them. And again, you kind of come off like you're that person that can come into a room and spark up a conversation with almost about anybody. And you'll walk out having a new friend, or you'll walk out knowing somebody that can help you do something else. It's like you make networks, you make things happen for yourself, and you have this sense of belonging. Like, I don't know if you have a tribe or somebody that you have a lot of people around you, but this person is jealous of the things that you own and also the connections that you make. So we have here love. I feel like this person is jealous again because a lot of people love you, a lot of people like you, and a lot of people want to be around you. So when this person, for instance, if they show you, like say you two are friends, right? And this person has a friend and they bring that other friend around. That other friend likes you more than them. And they would have known this person for years. But like the second that their friend knew you, they fell in love with you. Or again, this person could be intimidated because maybe you have a lot of options in love, and it's like, this person feels like they have no one. So they see you getting all of this attention, getting all of this love, all of this admiration, and you may not even notice it. You may just be going about your day, and maybe people are flirting with you and it like goes over your head, right? But this person sees it. Or maybe you're married or you're in a relationship and this person is jealous of that love that you two have for each other. So there's something about your love and your relationships that this person is just so jealous about. That's why they're hating on you. And I feel like you're having somebody who is always thinking about you. It's like you kind of live in this person's mind a little bit like rent free. So we have here a conclusion. This person has came up with a conclusion about you of who they think you are and what they think you think about them or others. So it's like this person could be even a little bit delusional on how they perceive the situation, because this person has thought to themselves like, oh, pile number one just thinks they're better than everyone. Pile number one just thinks this and that. And like they'll just go off on this whole story, right? Because you have chapter 1 and then the end. It's like this person plays it all out in their mind of how they think the event's going to go, how they think things are going to go in your life, but really they don't know. And you're dealing with somebody here that they may act like they know who you are, or they may act like they know what's best for you, pile number one. So you have somebody here who's very opinionated. You have somebody who doesn't think about anybody else but themselves. This individual really just feels like you have the best of, like, you get to pick whoever you want to be with. You get to pick anything. It's like this person feels like, it's almost like this individual has that mentality of like, there's not enough money to go around. There's not enough of anything to really go around. So when they see you with certain resources or certain people, they think like, oh, you stole something from them, or, oh, you made it impossible for them to achieve that now, instead of actually being able to see it for what it really is and realizing that it's almost like this person could use you as a muse. You're a muse in a lot of people's lives. You inspire a lot of other people to take charge in their lives. But with this individual, they have a hard time doing that in themselves. They're not motivated. They're not grounded. They have no, like I said, very aimless, very directionalist. And this person is projecting onto you like you're stealing something from them, instead of using you as a way of saying, if pile number one can do it, then I can do it. But instead, they're taking that and they're saying, you know what, pile number one did this, so I can't do it now. Pile number one did that, so I can't have that now. Instead of just realizing that, you know, maybe you're just showing them things that they want that is possible for them, right? Because what you have may not suit them, but something else that's similar could, right? So they're just not looking at it in that way. So you're dealing with somebody here who's looking at it like you're stealing food from their table, you're taking things from them. It's like this person, this is a type of individual, they'll do something nice for you, but then they expect something else in return. Or they'll do something nice for you and then they'll like keep a little tally mark of everything they do for you and everything you do for them. It's like this person is very transactional, pile number one, and that is something I'm really picking up here. So we have here deceit. So yes, this person, they're planting a lot of deceit in your mind and in a lot of other people. So this person really tries to tamper with your reputation. I feel like this is the person who, whether like again this is a career or this is a friends or family, I really wish I could narrow it down a little better for you guys. I feel like for a lot of you this is like somebody who, like I said, is close to you. You have dealt with them for at least a couple of years. But they just try to destroy your reputation. They try to bring you down, but they act like they're your biggest supporter. They act like they really like care about you, love you. They may even compliment you in front of other people, but like behind closed doors they'll like complain about you and how they think you're just so self-centered. Like they'll everything that they are, they'll just project that onto you as if like their way of saying like, oh, you're this way, is their way of almost disowning their own shadow, almost disowning their own negativity, their own part to play. So this is the type of person who has a hard time perhaps saying I'm sorry, or is always kind of just like they're in their own little world. They're in their own little like, well, why should I say sorry? You need to say sorry first. Like that's kind of their mentality. This person, they try to make it seem like it's all your fault or other people's faults, and they're just like this victim that can't do anything wrong, even though they're the ones that are like starting half of the drama that is like that follows them. Like they start so much drama, not even just with you, but like for you guys, I think you are one of their main focal points because they are so intimidated by your own growth and by your own self-love journey that they are just like fixated on you. So yeah, we have the Capricorn. This person, they see you as this like authority figure. And you know, Capricorn is very disciplined. They're very structured people. And I feel like for you guys, you are forming that identity. You're becoming more structured in your everyday routine. You're kind of learning to step into that authority figure. And a lot of you guys, you are slowly but surely starting to move up in the world. And this person is getting intimidated. I feel like pile number one, you guys are the type of people that will make a lot of money or will make a lot of money. And it's like you are coming off as this boss energy. You're coming off as this authority figure, somebody who is more grounded, more stable, knows what you want. You set boundaries, I think. I think this is for a lot of you guys, that is something that you've struggled with setting boundaries, and you are learning to do that more and more. And so this person, they may even see you doing that. They may even see you setting boundaries with other people. And so they kind of back off a little at times. So this is the type of person that doesn't try to push the envelope too far. You know, they don't want to really let you know that they're peeking in. They don't want you to know that they are that secret hater. So when they see you cut somebody off, they'll like try to act like they're all for it. And, oh, you did a good job. And this person wasn't right for you. And you deserve so much better. But behind closed doors, they're like, oof, that's a close call. Like, I don't want pile number one to do that to me. So it's like this person is really intimidated by you. But again, they keep trying to cause conflict, especially with that Mars, with that action. So Mars can be like that heated discussion, right? Anger. But it's like this person tries to inflict upon you certain things that goes on in their life. So for instance, this person is very impulsive. So like I said, I don't think they really necessarily plan certain things out. So this person can get caught in a lot of lies or in a lot of action, like, but you did do this. And they'll try to back out of it, and they'll be like, no, there's proof that you did this. There's other witnesses that you did this. But this person will not take accountability. But with this individual, they're very impulsive, and they do things without thinking. They'll say things without thinking. And then they will try to make it seem like they weren't in the wrong, or that it was just because they're having a hard week. Like they'll make excuses like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard week. But they won't like truly take accountability. They don't really tell you why they did anything wrong. So it's like you're dealing with somebody here who you could be even doing with an Aries, but somebody who's just really impulsive, somebody who just, they don't think before they act. And you're dealing with somebody who basically doesn't understand the concept of the really give and take, or that, you know, in order to have a good relationship, they can't always be the one taking or always be the one demanding things or always be the one that's like my way or the highway. Like this person, like I said, they have a hard time with intimacy. And I think that you don't. I think that you do struggle at times with intimacy, but you are more of that receptive. You're more open to, hearing people out and seeing why somebody did what they did, while this person, they're just more angry when somebody does something. They'll be like, oh, it's a personal attack on me, and then they take it so personally instead of sitting here and thinking, well, okay, this person said or did this to me that hurt my feelings, but what is this person going through? Like, they don't think like that. So for you guys, they see that you are just this loving, open, kind person, and I think that you guys work towards actually forming stronger intimacy. And I think that this individual is jealous about that. I also feel like this person stalks your social media, or they just stalk what you're doing. So if you post something, they're watching. If you say something, they're listening. It's like this person is always kind of like, just again, they're kind of in a way obsessed with you, because you just give off this energy of like, it's almost like this abundant energy, but also this go-getter energy. And this person, they wish that they can just have that for themselves. So they're very jealous of the way that you do things. And again, you guys are kind of in this balance right now. You're working on balancing parts of your life. So you may feel like your foundations could use a little bit more work. Again, you're focused on yourself. I don't really see you focus so much on this person. And that also really irks them and intimidates them, because they want you to focus on them. They want you to be noticing them. So with you guys, I feel like you're mirroring to this person the things that they need to work on. You're mirroring to them the opposite of what they see themselves as. And so they're having to learn to deal with their own their own stuff. They have to learn to work on their own. They have to work on themselves. They have to discipline themselves. They have to learn to manifest things in for them. And you are mirroring to them everything that they need to do. So it's like you're triggering them, but you're kind of like that catalyst for this person's change. But I don't think this person sees it in that way. I think they see it, again, as this negative thing that you're just taking from them, or that you're just, that you're just like this bad guy. They painted you out to be a bad guy instead of an inspiration. And I feel like it's just because, again, you're triggering them, because it's almost like every insecurity that this person has, you unknowingly or knowingly has kind of just like stumbled across every single insecurity. So this person feels very vulnerable, and they feel very defensive, because they feel like they need to protect themselves and preserve themselves when they're around your energy. And because you have such a high potent energy, and because a lot of people love you, and you just kind of give off this very sensual, happy vibe, it really makes this person feel smaller. And so when they're around you, they like that they get more attention when they are around you, but at the same time, they feel like they deserve to be in the spotlight. They deserve to have the position that you have. And so you're just dealing with somebody who's very jealous and envious of you, pile number 1. So that's really who I have for you guys. I hope that this resonates, or at least helps you guys pinpoint who could be your hidden enemy. But that's really what I have for you. So thank you so much, pile number 1. Thank you. Bye. All right, pile number 2. Those of you guys that chose this evil eye pendant, this is going to be your guys' reading. So who is your hidden enemy? Who is secretly hating on you guys at this point in time in your life? All right, pile number 2. Who is your secret hidden enemy? So I feel like you're dealing with somebody here that I almost get the sense too that you've had conflict with this person originally. For some of you guys, pile number 2, this is interesting because it almost feels like you saw the red flags when you first met them. And you've had like weird feelings of like, should I be friends with this person? Should I not be friends with them? But yet you maybe ignored it, or it's just weird because You're dealing with somebody right now who maybe isn't really in your life right now. This is kind of a weird energy. It's okay, so this feels like somebody that you could have had a disagreement with, whether this is recent or in the past. And I think that when you do talk to them, it's very short, or it's like on and off, or maybe this person knows you through another person. So for instance, say you two were friends and you had a falling out. Well, you have one friend that's still friends with the both of you, and this individual is still talking to them. And so this person is relaying information to you guys. I'm getting that for some of you guys, you have a couple of fake friends. This feels like friends because I get the feeling of like frenemy here. I get the feeling that this is somebody who was close to you, that knew a lot about you. I feel like you've had somebody here that when it's like this person walked away, but they didn't really walk away. They still watch you. They still stalk you, this person and you. I think the reason that you two had a falling out was due to a misunderstanding or a misagreement, like a disagreement. But this person, they didn't misinterpret you. They didn't misunderstand you. This individual just hated to see you doing good for yourself, because I think that this individual, at the time that they knew you, they were going through a lot in their life, and this person, I think, took a lot of it out on you. So you're dealing with somebody here who is emotionally tied to you still. They still think about you. You still live in their head rent-free. This person is still watching your social media. So you're dealing with kind of a little bit of a stalker. Now, I don't know if this is, and I'm even getting this too, pile number one. This is somebody who could have had a crush on you, whether this is a friendship or just somebody who had a crush on you, and you could have turned them down in some way. So now they're hating you because you turned them down or you didn't reciprocate the same feelings. So there's something here of not sharing the same feelings that this person had, not being on the same ground as this individual. So maybe perhaps you've moved on, you've gone through your life, and this person is sitting here thinking like, well, pile number two just moved on so easily and so quickly. So you're dealing with either an ex or like a friend who, again, there is some kind of romantic feeling here. I'm just getting that I feel like this person did really have the same feelings for you. But like, if you think about it, like you didn't reciprocate the feelings. So I think you kind of turned them down. I think you intuitively knew this person had some kind of hidden agenda. Like you're very intuitive, pile number two. So you felt this person's energy, and I don't think you really wanted to entertain it. You didn't really want to put your cup into the situation because you knew it was going to end in disappointment, or you just didn't have the same feelings. So whether this is just like a disagreement, or again, somebody here you rejected, this feels like a rejection. This feels like you've rejected a friend or a lover or somebody who wanted to be your lover, something like that here. So you're dealing with somebody here who has a lot of insecurities when it comes towards you. But I think that this person watches you. Again, all of the cups are in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the King of Cups, the Page of Cups. Now we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you really just did not reciprocate feelings back to this person. So this person is kind of like watching you. They're stalking you. They are hating on you. They're spreading lies about you. They're saying, oh, you're a hoe, or you're this, or you're that. Like this person is wounded. You wounded their ego, whether you meant to or not. I don't think you did. And I think the way that you even turned down this situation could have been a very nice way, but because this person just can't take no for an answer. So you're dealing with somebody here who just, they push and push and push, and they don't have the boundaries. They don't have, like, they just don't. It's like this individual just really has a hard time processing their own feelings and emotions. And when it does, they don't get, like, when it doesn't go their way, they're like a child. They kind of throw a fit. They kind of make it become something like a big deal when it's not a big deal. So you're dealing with somebody here who just really had a hard time accepting that this was over. again, I feel like you guys really trusted your intuition about this individual, because I think you could kind of feel that there was something not right here. I'm also getting as well is that you're dealing with somebody who's not necessarily desperate, but they give off this controlling, desperate, needy energy, and you're like repelled from that. You're focusing right now on your own foundation and your own self. You guys are building yourselves up. This is kind of similar to pile number 1 in a way, but it's felt like with them it was more like family or a coworker. But for this, it feels more like a friend or a person who potentially wanted to like date you, or an ex, right? So it can be either of these, but this is kind of like that hidden enemy in your life, because they don't like that your foundation is sturdy. They don't like that you don't need them. This person feels like they almost don't feel worthy, because they just get this, I get this sense that, oh, pile number 2 doesn't need me. So this person feels like they have to be needed. And because you don't need them, and because you rejected them, it really hurt their ego. It really made them feel small. It made them feel insecure. You brought up a lot of old baggage that this person had in the past. I don't know if a parent or a sibling or somebody that they knew in the past, but you reminded them of a triggering moment in their past. And that's something that they need to heal and work on in themselves. But this person, it's almost like they don't really care how you feel. They just want the outcome for themselves. So you're dealing with a very selfish person. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't want to heal, that doesn't want to work through their own issues, but instead would rather hate on you or push things down on you, saying it's your fault that this happened, instead of just taking accountability and saying, you know what, I messed up here, or I shouldn't have pushed so hard. It's like this person really pushed your boundaries, pile number 2, and maybe you had to cut this person off, or you really had to set a firm boundary saying, look, I can't have you doing this in my life. I can't have you going around doing this or that, or I've told you I'm not interested in you in that way. So it's like you had to, and I think this was a lesson in yourself too, because you had to, it's almost like you were on this self-love journey too. That's why I'm kind of getting that's similar to pile number 1. But for you guys, it was like, okay, I need to do what's best for me. And this person is not going to be, you didn't see yourself with this individual in the future. You didn't see this going anywhere. You are focusing and dedicating your time and energy to people, places, and things that are going to build you up, that's going to give you what you need long term. And because you have that mindset and you have that growth mindset, you're working very hard towards dedicating your time, your effort, and your goals to whatever it is that you feel like is going to benefit you long term. And this person is angry because they're not included in that plan, because they think that they deserve to have that piece of the pie. This person can tell that you're going to become very abundant, and they want to kind of jump on that bandwagon before it leaves, right? So you're dealing with somebody here who is kind of like an opportunist who really wanted to just take advantage of the things that you have. So this person finds you physically attractive, but they also feel like you have a lot of like knowledge and wisdom and a lot of things that you can give them. So this person sees you as somebody that is like an ideal partner or an ideal person to have in their life. And I think this person acted too rash. I think they acted too arrogant or too clumsy, or this individual really tried to, again, force their self into your life when they had no place really being there. So I think that for a lot of you guys, you might have not, this could have even been years ago, you guys, where you didn't talk to this person. This could have been like recent, years ago. You could have not, honestly, pile number 2, I don't think you guys think about this person very much. I don't think this individual comes across your mind very much, but for them, it's very much so real. They really do think about you a lot. They are somebody here who constantly sees, your growth. They are watching you. I think that this person has hidden accounts, that they watch you on social media, or that they watch you in general. This person may know your schedule or where you go to work and stuff. So it's like you're dealing with somebody here who's a little bit of a stalker. And it's not to like alert anybody, but it's just to be a little bit more conscious of your surroundings. Because I do feel like this person, they are still talking to somebody that perhaps if you had mutual friends, they're still talking to them about you. If you have, again, social media and they know this, they may have like been blocked or deleted or whatever, but they have other ways of figuring out. So this person is constantly thinking about you. This person, they go out of their way. Like this is crazy. This person takes time out of their day, like hours, time, like energy out of their day to like see what you're doing. To see, like, they fixate on you so much. They're watching you live your life, but they're not living their life, Like, yeah, you are this person feels like you are a fulfillment. They feel like you are a wish fulfillment. They see you going after your goals, your dreams. So again, this person is really like, in a lot of ways, intimidated by you, because they're like, wow, pile number one, this is my pile number one. I keep wanting to say pile number one. Pile number two, this is like my wish fulfillment. You are exactly who I want to be with. It's almost like this makes me think of kind of like Hades and Persephone with the pomegranate, right? Like this is like forbidden. This is like this forbidden fruit. You're like a forbidden person. Like they can't have you. It's like this person tried to trick you into being with them. This person sees you as somebody that is worth the investment, worth the time. But I don't think this person really has the investments or the time that you want. This person also, again, is something about their energy that like really kind of repels you away from them. So even when they do try to put in effort and energy and time, again, you just don't have that same reciprocal feelings. You just don't feel that same way. And I think that you two want different things. Like you may want similar stuff, but really this person, I kind of get the feeling that for them, it's more about the status. It's more about the power. It's more about what they can get in this situation. And I think that that is something that has really been impacting you, because you're looking at this person like, you just want to be with me because I'm going to look good on your shoulder, or because I have money, or because I have some kind of resource. Like you're trying to walk in your own purpose, pile number two, and this person can just like feel it. They can sense it. It's like they're sniffing out your potential. And this individual, they are craving for that. Again, forbidden. I didn't even notice that. So like, yeah, you guys are like, again, that forbidden fruit. You're something that they cannot have. And it irks them. It makes them want to come towards you more, because it's like, again, there is this boundary there. There's this barrier there that says like, oh, you cannot come past, you cannot come past this certain threshold. So now you're dealing with somebody here who's like, I really want to do this because of that. Because I can't have them, it just makes me want them more. So you're dealing with somebody here who, again, I don't think that this person has received proper love growing up. And they may have had that happen to them a lot, where they've been rejected a lot, or they have had things where like their parent would withhold love or affection, or would withhold certain things. So this person is used to that lack mentality. They're used to not having what they want, even though they try to get what they want. So again, this person uses force. They use certain things to try and get what they want, because they feel like they never had it. So this person is used to this energy of wanting and desiring, but never quite getting it. So you're kind of like that person to them. So they are really fixated on you, pile number two. Again, this person watches you. This popped in my head, and this is, they may even, with your photos, if you know what I mean, this person's obsessed with you. They really, really like you. They really want, again, this feels like a love, like a yearning, like this is like an ex, or a person that wanted to date you. This is somebody, though, that is really into you sexually, really into you physically. So yeah, you're just dealing with somebody here, I think, who is stalking you and wishing that they could have a, it's almost like, this person just really wishes that they could have a night with you, right? So we have here belongings. This person, it's kind of funny. It's like they're longing for you and they wish that they could, like, that you would. I feel like this person is very, like I said, very controlling, but it's almost like this person wished that you belonged to them. Like, it's almost like this person has a weird, warped sense of love. They want to, like, cage you. They want to take you. It's like they want to, like, feel like a little bird, right? They want to, like, break your wings. They don't want you to fly away. It's like this person wants to put you in a gilded cage. They want to feel like they belong to you or you belong to them. There's a little bit of a possessive energy here. And I feel like for you guys are like this, maybe I didn't even get this pile number 2. You guys are like this free spirit. I think you guys are this type of person that you're not afraid to let go. You're not afraid to let loose energetically. And also, again, because I think you cut this person off, you realize like, oh, I can do better. I deserve better. You're walking in your own energy. You're doing what is best for you. And this person is angry about that. They're like, wow, what does pile number 2? Why do they think like it's so weird? It's like you're not together, but they act like you guys are together. They act like you cheat on them when you're dating other people. Even though, say, for instance, you've never dated this person, they kind of come off at it like, you know, you belong to me. We deserve to be together. Like, it's almost like this person has it in their head that you're like their twin or like their soulmate. This person's very like infatuated with you. And I feel like it is definitely an infatuation because it's not a reciprocal infatuation. It's not like you feel the same way, but this person, they are like, they put you up on this pedestal, man. And pile number 2, you are on this pedestal. No one else can compare to you. Even when they date other people, they may throw that in their face like, oh, you're not as good as pile number 2. You're not like this. You're not like that. Like, you're dealing with somebody here who is a little bit stalkerish, who is a little bit enthralled in your energy. You have a very intoxicating energy. And I think that this person, they are intrigued by you. They want you to love them. This person is, again, when you go out on dates, say you dated them briefly, they'd act like every time you moved on, like you're cheating on them, right? Every time you go on a date, you're cheating on them. If you haven't dated them, they're like, oh, pile number 2 just doesn't understand how we're so meant to be together. Like, this person is really obsessed with you guys. And they're hating on you because they can't have you. They're hating on you because they wish that they would be in your good graces. They wish that they could just soak up your energy. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's in a more toxic, lower masculine energy. This feels like you guys are more feminine. I think you guys are more in that like receptive state. You guys are actually just enjoying your life. You are in your high priestess mode. And this person, they're watching that. They're seeing that. They're observing that. And they watch you online. They watch what you say. They watch what you do. And this person just feels like they can't get enough of it. It's like you're their drug, you know? They are just like you're their drug, and every day they need that little bit of that dose. So if you don't post a video or you don't post a photo, you don't do anything, they're like, where's pile number 2? What are they doing? Who are they with? Like, and they are so envious. Like, they evil eye the people that you talk to. They evil eye the people that you're dating. And I think that's funny because, again, we have the Hassanan symbol here, which is like protection for evil eye. So this person's really giving an evil eye to the other people that you give the time of day to. So we have here summon. Again, this person wishes that they can like summon up a event or a situation. This person just wishes that they can just like have you. This person really is just like in this like just be a little cautious, pile number 2, because I don't think you guys realize how obsessive this person really is. Because in your everyday life, when you go about your life and you're doing stuff, this person's not in your face. They're not constantly DMing you. They're not constantly in your face. So you, pile number 2, you think that this person is like, oh, they had a crush on me, whatever, they moved on, we're over, we're done. I haven't talked to them in months, years, whatever. But no, they are like still stalking you. They're still watching you. This person has a weird obsession with you. And I feel like they want to like summon this. They want to like, I'm almost getting with that summon card. It's like it's like they're just waiting. Like, this is the type of person that's going to just show up randomly one day. They're going to pop back up one day. They're going to message you another time. Like, this person's plotting. They're like, well, what can I say? What can I do? How can I, and if they know other people mutually with you, they're going to try and find a way to get those people to kind of like join in or get them to be kind of like the reason why you come to an event when they're there, right? This person's really just very obsessive. They're trying to find a way to come back into your life. So we have here cycles. Again, this is a cycle for this person. I feel like they are used to being rejected, or again, something about you. It struck that type of nerve that they had in the past. And so you are almost showing them a cycle that they need to heal and work through, but they can't get over it. They can't stop obsessing. So it's like you guys don't even realize it. I feel like you guys are so oblivious to this, pile number 2. Like, literally, you guys are listening and like, you might think of one person, like 1 or 2 people may pop up in your head, but you're like, I don't know though. Would it be them? Would it not be them? Like, they are there, man. They are all in your energy field. This person is obsessed with you. They have you on loop in their mind. With that cycle, they're constantly thinking about you. They're constantly feeling for you. This person is trying to summon you. They're trying to get you to fall for you. This person may even go as far as trying to put love spells on you, or as far as trying to like find a way to get you. So this person may even think, well, I need to get more money, or I need to get more this or more that. Like, this person, they are trying their hardest to like, it's almost like in a weird way, they are gonna try to better themselves so that you find them more appealing. So it's like you are actually helping them work through a cycle that has to do with like a parent or a sibling or even an ex that they've dealt with. But because they've had that really strong rejection in the past, this person, you're kind of showing them that wound. And every time they try to come back to you, they try to find different ways to approach you or try to get you to see them in a different light. It's almost like you are teaching them that firm boundary. And it's like this person is having to rely on themselves. They're having to learn to grow for themselves. So this person is trying to improve their life, but they're improving their life to try and get you instead of improving their life because they love themselves. So it's like this person is kind of in this cycle of self-hatred, feeling like they're not good enough, constantly feeling the state of rejection, feeling like other people are getting the time of day from you. And honestly, you guys, every time you date somebody or post a video, this person is evil eyeing them. They're stalking the people that you're around. If you post, oh, this is my friend, they're going to stalk that friend. If you post, I'm in a relationship or I'm dating this person, they're stalking that person. Like, this individual goes into it. They are not just stalking you. Like, they're stalking everybody that is around you because they need to know what's happening in your life almost at all times. And I feel like if you guys are very private, they try to find ways to figure it out. And for instance, if you're not like, if you're like me, I don't really have a whole lot of social media. But if you're like me and you don't do a whole lot of social media, this person is still going around asking about you. They try to show up where you are. So say, for instance, every morning you get up and you go for a run or you go get coffee, they will stalk you, or they will go over there, or they will just like try to find you. Like, this person is just, they are enthralled with you guys. There's something about you that I don't even think they understand. I think that you just awoken this feeling inside of them. And it feels like what you have awoken in them was something that was dormant in a really long time. I think they had a lot of passion and a lot of love for life. And because whoever in their past rejected them or rejected who they were at a fundamental level, this person lost a sense of themselves. And when they met you, it's almost like you reawoken that inside of them. And what they're not understanding, pile number 2, is that those feelings that they feel for you is really what they feel for themselves, is really what is just reawakening. Like you were the catalyst for that awakening. And this person cannot differentiate between the two. And they just see you as this amazing, beautiful, alluring person, whether you're a man or a female. It doesn't matter, but you're dealing with somebody here who is a stalker, you guys. Like, I am not joking. Like, this person, they are hating on you. They're hating on you in such a way where it's like not even like fully a direct hate. It's like they hate you because you rejected them. They hate you because you don't see their worth. They hate you because you should have been with them. You should have seen what they had to offer. They're hating you because you're moving on with your life. They hate you because of how you make them feel. You're too beautiful. You're too this. You're too that. And it's like this person, they feel like they can't control you. It's like whatever they have to say doesn't really matter in your life. And it just really makes them feel lesser than. It makes them feel like they're just not loved, not seen, not heard. And it just really puts a damper on who they are as a person. And so pile number 2, you are like this. You're just living your life. You're just doing what you want to do. And you're just pissing this person off because they're like, when will pile number 2 wake up and see that we're meant to be? When will pile number 2 wake up and see that this person that they're dating is nobody, is a no one, and it's like this person, they just really, really want to nail home to you how awesome and amazing they are. So again, it's a weird energy because the person who is secretly hating on you, the person who is secretly, is like an enemy of yours, is somebody who is infatuated with you, who is in love with you. And I don't know, like I said, this could be an ex. This could be somebody that you've never dated, right? This could just be a friend that wished that they could have dated you. It's something like that. So it's like you guys aren't even aware of it. And it's like, it's intense. Like this energy is intense. And yet you're not even aware. And maybe you are unaware to some degree, but you're not like fully aware to the full situation. So we have here individuality. So what you're doing is you are standing up for yourself and who you are, and you're your own person. You're the type of person that you don't follow the crowd. You don't just do what other people tell you to do. You have a mind of your own. You think for yourself, pile number 2. You act on what you want to do. You're the type of person that no one can just control you. No one can just tell you how to live your life. And especially when it comes to romances, you don't just allow anybody into your life. You're very reserved. You know what you want. You understand a little bit more about your values and who you are as a person. So you are just trying to live your life, build your life up, and you just want to have a peaceful, happy, sustainable life. And I feel like this individual, they can sense that from you. They sense that you're not like everybody else. You don't just follow the crowd. And that is something too that really piques their interest, because for you guys, this person maybe follows the crowd. This person is a little bit reserved in that sense that they're not so individuality. Like they don't just come off and like, they don't come off in the way that they would like to. Again, I feel like somebody stunted their growth. Somebody made fun of the way they looked, made fun of what they would do. And so this person really did hold back a lot of who they are. So you're dealing with somebody here who is a little bit fake, who isn't really authentic to themselves. And then they see you here, pile number 2, and you're trying to be authentic. You're living your life. You're doing what is best for you. You're dressing how you want to dress. You're acting how you want to act. And this person is like in love with that. They are just, and I feel like if, for instance, pile number 2, you may have said some harsh words to this person. You may have said, you know what, I don't love you. I don't want you. I'm not going to see you in this way. This isn't going to happen. That's not going to happen. And this person is like, ouch. But at the same time, that also was kind of a turn on for this person, because the way that you stood your ground like that, the way that you knew what you wanted, made this person like want you more. made this person see you in a, almost like your self-worth just doubled in their eyes when you did that. So for a lot of you guys here with that high priestess of water, you guys are very in tune with your emotions. You also know how to read energy. So when you're around certain people, like for instance, with this person, you felt that weird, I don't think I want to be with you. And I don't think this is going to work. This doesn't feel right to me. And that individual, they don't understand that. They're not in that way. They may have been very stunted emotionally at a very young age. And so to see that you are stepping into your emotional power, like, you know, you feel the energy, you know how you feel inside. It's like you listen to that inner guidance, that inner compass. When you feel like something is off, you trust those feelings. And this person, they're not like that. So when they see you like that, they're like, how did pile number 2 know? How did pile number 2 get that? Like, how did they get that internal nudge? Like, this person doesn't understand it's almost like you are very mystical to them. You're very powerful to them. And then we also have the high priestess of earth at the bottom of the deck. So you're very grounded as well on your approach. You're not just this person that's like, oh, I feel like doing this, so I'm just going to throw all the caution to the wind and just go do it. No, you're very grounded. You have a good head on your shoulders. And this person loves that about you as well. And so this individual, they are really into you. They really see your worth and your value, but they don't think that you reciprocate that to them. They don't think that you see their worth and you don't see their value. But really what it is it's their way of kind of projecting that onto you because they don't really see that in themselves. So this person is constantly trying to prove to you or to other people in their life that they are worth of something, that they have value, but nobody around them seems to see their worth or their value because they diminished it themselves. They don't think they have it. So it's always like this internal battle with them. And I feel like you are the central focal point of this person's disarray, this person's wishing and longing. Like, this person sees you as the end all be all. They see you in a weird way where they feel like you're almost like their savior. Like, you're somebody that would just take away all of the pain, take away everything that went wrong in their life. Like, if they could just have you, pile number 2, then they'll be worth something. Then they'll have, I kind of feel bad for this person. I really do. Because I don't think that they're necessarily a bad person. I just think that this individual has a lot of hangups and hasn't really evolved past a certain age because they have been stunted so much in their childhood. I think they could have had a sibling or a family that could have abandoned them. They could have something where they felt a lot of abandonment and a lot of rejection. And so this person, they just don't know how to handle that in themselves. So they just really, and I get this too. They could also be a little bit socially awkward at times, which does not help the situation, right? So, yeah. They see how you maybe talk to other people, how other people like you, and it's like they just wish that they could have that as well. So we have here the second house. So assets and other things like worldly possessions, right? Finances. This person sees your talent. This person sees your worth. And again, this person sees you as this luxurious vibe. Maybe you dress very well, pile number 2. You do your makeup in a certain way, or you just present yourself in a way, right? Like maybe you shave. You do different things that upkeep your looks. You look like high maintenance. You look like somebody of value, and a lot of people like you. A lot of people enjoy your company. And again, I think that you guys are destined for great things, and I think this person can sense that. So again, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit of an opportunist, a little bit of a person who sees that you're going in a certain direction and they want to be a part of that direction. They want to kind of take what you have. This person feels like you are worth more than them. Like, this individual really puts you on a very high pedestal, pile number 2. And again, I don't think you see it. I don't think you're aware of it, because this person and you, again, I think had a falling out, or you don't talk to them anymore, or they're just, and if you do talk to them, it is like once in a great while, like once in a blue moon, literally. So you're dealing with somebody here who is obsessed with you. And I feel this could be a Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Virgo. It could be an Aries that you're dealing with, a Capricorn, a Taurus, somebody like that. So these are the signs that I'm getting for you guys. Really, I am just really getting that you're dealing with somebody here who is a little cunning, maybe a little two-faced, right? Maybe a little bit flip-floppy. They're not very, like, this person sees you as a person of transformation. They see you as a person who is brilliant, who is coherent, somebody that can keep a conversation going. This individual sees you as somebody who is great in social settings, great in situations. You can really demand a room. And again, this person wishes they had that in themselves, but they feel like if they were with you, that somehow all of your qualities would rub off onto them. Like, that's kind of how they're viewing it. This person, and I think that you can sense that in a way. You can sense this person's desperation, or this person's or again, like, wanting to kind of be in that energy, that it turns you off. It makes you say, no, I don't want this person. So again, you are this, it's like, to them, it's almost like they have to demonize you in a way. They love you, but their love is slowly turning to hate because they can't have you, because they see all these good qualities in you. And it's like they have to start saying things like, oh, pile number 2 is selfish, or they're this, or they're that. Like, so they are really, trying to downplay you behind the scenes, but really they are still infatuated with you. So they'll say things like, say, for instance, if you guys are friends, say you guys are friends, but you had a friend that's like in the middle. They would tell this friend, oh, I'm over pile number 2. Pile number 2 just thinks they're better than everybody. Pile number 2 is just self-centered, is just selfish, is this and that. But like, they know that they crossed a boundary, or they know that they did something where, it's not like it was initially your fault. Like, they're aware inside, like deep down inside, they know that you aren't that type of person. And the way that they will even talk about you, they know in deep down inside that that's not who you really are, but that's what they need to believe in themselves, or that's what they need to believe in order to feel important, in order to feel like loved, in order to see that, like, oh, see, I am worthy, I am this, I am that. Like, this person really needed to feel and be seen and be heard and be acknowledged, and because you didn't give that to them, it's like they just feel like they had to work towards that. So you're dealing with somebody here who, again, they see you as ethical. They see you as somebody who is generous. They see you as somebody who is very independent, but also somebody who just doesn't like, you're hard to pinpoint. You're hard to tie down. You're somebody who enjoys traveling. You enjoy different things. So with these two, I feel like you guys are really smart. You take action, but you do it in a way that's wise. So you guys are very structured in the way that you maneuver around your life. You guys plan out your times, especially with that Virgo energy. You might have like a Virgo rising, or like a Virgo sun or moon or something, but there's definitely something here with the Virgo. I feel like that comes towards how you interact with people, or how you take certain actions, because I feel like you guys are very grounded, you're very smart, you're very in tuned. You also know when to or when not to do certain things. So you are like, when to take an action and when to hold back on taking action, right? That's like a skill that you are learning to master. And you also are maybe really good at planning stuff. You're really good at planning events or planning certain things ahead. So you guys plan your life ahead. You plan your life accordingly. And again, this person is not really like that. So they get very jealous. They get very possessive as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we also have here the semi-sextile. So you're very allowing, but you're also very, like, you have a lot of hope in life, and you just keep on working through your life. Like, you allow things to come in and out of your life. You don't hold on to things like this person does. This individual cannot let you go, or again, they feel like they've missed that opportunity with you. Again, at the bottom of the deck, they feel like they missed an opportunity with you. They feel like not having you in their life causes a lot of burdens, causes a lot of, again, this person just feels like you would be their savior. You would be the person that would come in and make everything feel all right. You would make them feel good about themselves. And it's like you are kind of like, they're having to learn that nobody's going to save them. Nobody's going to come in and see their worth and save them. So it's like you are teaching them, whether you realize it. Honestly, pile number 2, I feel like you guys are just living your life and doing your own thing and not really being aware of this. But in a weird way, you just doing your own thing and you being who you are is really what is trying to force this person to be like, to just evolve, to grow. And whether they choose to or not is up to them. But I see that this person is in a stuck energy right now. They are not seeing their worth. They are blaming you for their own issues, and they're having to learn to release that and to let that go and not just sit there and blame everything on you or other people. So this person just has a tendency of blaming others. They have a tendency as well as to like, they don't, like I said, they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to feel rejected. And this person felt that way with you. You really had, you have put a wound onto this person that was already there. They already felt this way, and then you just reiterated that to them. And again, this person is just really infatuated with you. They feel like you're just this forbidden person. They feel like you're this wish fulfillment for them. They wish that they can just kind of like hide you away or just keep you. They don't want anybody else to have you. This person's just really self-centered, really in it for themselves. They don't care how you feel or what you think. It's like they just want what is best for them. They just want, and in their mind, you're that person. You're the person that they want to be with. And so they want you to belong to them. They want to feel like you are theirs. So yeah, it's kind of like that stalkerish energy. This person is really just, they watch you. They want to know what you're doing all the time. They're sending evil eye to the people that you're around as well as you. So it's like, just be a little bit cautious, pile number 2. But honestly, I feel like for you guys, you're just living your best life. You're just doing what's best for you. And you just have somebody who secretly really is obsessed with you and who really admires you and loves you and wants to be, basically, essentially be you. Or at least be in your energy. And so, yeah, that's the person who is secretly hating on you or is secretly your enemy. I hope that this resonates for you guys, and I hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Have a great and wonderful day. Bye. All right, pile number 3. Who is your guys' hidden enemy? So if you guys chose this Sage bundle, this is going to be for you guys. So let's see, for my pile number 3s, who is secretly hating on you? Who is secretly your enemy? All right, pile number 3. Who is secretly hating on you? Who is secretly your guys' hidden enemy? So pile number 3, this person, this is a hard one, I feel like, to pin down because it feels kind of like elusive. I get the feeling that for some of you guys, this could even be family. This just feels like a tender or sticky situation. So let's kind of just get into it here. Pile number 3, I feel like this person is, and I hate to say it like this individual, I get the sense that they are strategic. They think and plot before taking action or before even saying anything. This person is somebody who they watch you, they analyze you. This person thinks a lot before taking action. They just like this could be a air sign even, but I just get the feeling that this person, they watch how you, like, it's like this individual, they study you, they examine you, they know what upsets you. So you're dealing with somebody here who is not happy inside themselves. This is somebody who is emotionally struggling at this time, but may not really show it. I feel like this person is dealing with depression or some form of like anxiety. This individual could be tired a lot or sick a lot. So this person might have their own health complications. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I just get that this individual is not they're not where they want to be in life, and I feel that they are in the process of kind of, it's like they are struggling really hard to get through the day, basically. And I feel like for you guys are this upbeat person. I think that you have a lot of energy. I get the feeling that you guys might even be like a Leo. You guys have the Sun and then the Leo card. There's and even Aries and Sag. A lot of fire, you guys. A lot of fire. I think you guys are fire signs, or if not, you have a lot of fire in your chart. So just, I don't know. There's something about you guys that kind of comes off as the light of the party. The person who is enthusiastic, who's always just kind of happy. And this person, they kind of, I hate to say it, but they kind of wish this downfall on you because they see how you are progressing in life. So you are the Knight of Wands, and then you transition to the Queen of Wands. So you are moving through in your life, but this person, they are stuck. They are not moving. They are stagnant, and they are wishing for you to be that way. They're hoping that deep down inside you're not happy. I'm getting that for some of you guys, as messed up as this could even be like a mother figure, but this does feel like somebody that is very close to you, that knows you personally. I get that this individual, they just feel stuck and trapped in their life, and they're kind of in this in-between state of resting. So they see you going off and having fun and everything, and they're kind of sitting here thinking, well, how dare pile number 3 live their life? How dare they go do these things? I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who feels not necessarily abandoned by you, but maybe this is big. This feels like a mother who maybe would guilt trip you guys a lot, and they are jealous of your youth. They're jealous of you going out and living your life while they're stuck here sick, and this could even be like a sibling. I just feel like this is a family member or somebody that is like, you know them due to them being like sick or guilt trippy. This person just really hates to see you living your life while they feel like they can't. So this person is kind of in this stage of, oh, I can't go out and do the things that pile number 2 can. Pile number 2. My goodness, you guys. Maybe you need to watch pile number 2. But this person is just like, I can't go out and do the things that pile number 3 can do. I just feel so stuck. I feel so stagnant. And then they see you, and you're just like this fiery person. You're just this individual who perhaps you are making waves in your life. You're doing things that are good for you, that is beneficial for you. And this person, they are very jealous of that. They are envious of that. They think, well, who does pile number 3 think they are? And it's almost like this individual, they maybe, it's really hard to just kind of like say, because I don't think that they hate you. I don't think that they really want to see your complete downfall. I just think that this person wishes that they had the opportunities that you have. I think this person wishes that they were as healthy as you. Like maybe you have more energy than them. I just keep feeling that this individual is very stuck in their life. They're not really moving. It's very stagnant. Maybe for the last couple of years, their life has been very mundane. Like it's been the same, and it just seems like this person is kind of stuck in a rut. So you're dealing with somebody here who is jealous of you because you have better health, or you have better things going on, or better opportunities, and this person feels like they have low energy. They don't feel like they have the motivation to go out and do the things that they want to do. So you're dealing with somebody here who watches you go after your dreams, who watches you do certain things that they feel like they are incapable of, or that they wish that they had the opportunity to have. So it's kind of like, again, there's just this big struggle that I think this individual is going through, and then they blame you or they judge you for being able to do the things that they don't feel like they are adequate or capable of. So you're dealing with somebody here who even maybe guilt trips you. This is why I kind of got that mothering energy, is maybe you're dealing with somebody who they wanted you to stay home and not move on or not date or go and do certain things without them. Like, this person, they may live like by you. You know what I mean? Like they're bi-curious. Oh my goodness. This person is living through you, right? It's like when they go out with you, or when they do certain things with you, it's like they see you as an extension of them. They are like codependent to you, pile number 3. So this person, they are looking at you like you are this amazing individual, and they're sitting here struggling, and they feel like they cannot outshine you. They can't outdo you. You have this, it's like, if this is, say, a mother, because I'm not getting this as a mother for all of you, but I am getting this kind of energy here where if this is a mother, she has always been very negative, has nothing really good to say about you, maybe even humiliated you in front of others. This is a person who always needs the spotlight. This is an individual who they wanted you to cater to them. And when you decided to move on and get old, like you grew up and you decided, oh, I'm going to move on with my life, this person took that as a personal threat and a personal attack. Like, oh, do you just not love me? Don't care about me? Like, this person feels like somebody who gives you a lot of guilt trips. This feels like a family member, whether this is a mom, a dad, a sibling, a cousin. This is somebody that I feel like you are connected to by blood, or somebody that you just see as family. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who is constantly in your business, who's always checking up on you, wanting to know what you're doing. This person is really intimidated by you because you have this light inside of you. You have this fiery energy in you. And I feel like you guys are very determined and dedicated to getting certain things in your life done. And it's like this person is just really struggling and really stressing about it. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're just dealing with somebody here who is envious of your youth, who is envious of your ability. This feels like an older person to me. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who they almost blame you. So say if this is like a mother or a father, they could have blamed you for them not being as successful in life. Well, if I didn't have you as a child, I would have been able to go do this and do that. It's like you just had somebody here, pile number 3, that made you feel guilty for your own existence, made you feel guilty for who you are as a person. And I feel like this individual, they just feed off of the drama, they feed off the negativity. And I feel like you could have had a parent here who could have even pegged you and your sibling against each other, or really put you in a needing to fight energy. So you're dealing with somebody here that's like, oh, you need to compete for my love. You need to compete for my attention. So this is a very negative energy, a very sad energy, honestly, because I feel like you're dealing with somebody here that has a lot of immaturity when it comes to love and relationships and the way that they perceive love. So I feel like this person comes with conclusion. I feel like this individual, they came up with a lot of conclusions about you. This person, they don't see you for you. They come up with an image of who they think you are, and then they want you to follow that said image. So you might have been a type of person, pile number 3, where you have a lot of ambition, you have a lot of goals, you're very fiery. Maybe you're that type of person that is outgoing, and this individual hated that. They did not want to see you be outgoing and outshining them. This person wanted you to kind of stay in the shadows. This person wanted it's almost like you were there to make them look good. You are there to just be a commodity. It's like this person didn't want you to be your own person. They didn't want you to be yourself. So you were just kind of that individual. So it feels like for you guys, you've always had this struggle and you've always had this hardship in moving past, getting over the image that this person had projected onto you. So you guys could have been the black sheep of the family, and that's kind of what I'm getting for you guys. You guys are kind of this black sheep of the family, and you were dealing with people that had a lot of conclusions about you, that projected a lot of their own insecurities onto you. and would say things like, oh, you should be like this, or you need to be more like your sibling, or you need to do this or that. It's like you were dealing with somebody who just really didn't have your best interest at heart. And then again, we have the high priestess of fire. So again, a lot of fiery energy for this pile. So you guys have to have some sort of fiery energy in you. So we have that high priestess of fire. So again, a lot of fiery energy for this pile. I feel like you guys just have this hidden drive, this hidden motivation. You guys just have this, because like fire, right? It's very passion. It's very it's very goal oriented, and I feel like you guys could have even been shamed for your sexuality or shamed for your own creativity, because creativity is a form of our own sexuality, and I feel like you were shamed for who you were as a person. And I think that this individual, that's who they are. They're the type of person that they did not like to see how you were. They did not like to see the position that you had. So this person was very jealous of you, and I think they tried to make you fight with other siblings or fight with other family members or friends. Like this person always tried to peg you against other people. So this person, I think that, and I feel so bad for this whoever chose pile number 3. You guys, I think you guys have done and gone through a lot. So I get the sense that you're dealing with somebody here who really did just try to bring you down, who tried to attack your character, somebody that I feel like was close to you as well, and somebody that damaged you in trusting relationships. So you were dealing with somebody here that's like, say this is a parent who could have made you have trust issues leading forward with other connections. So we have here that confidence. This person saw your confidence, and I think even at a very young age, pile number 3, I feel like this is somebody who is really close to you. This is somebody that you grew up with, or somebody that watched you grow, and they saw this sense of confidence. When you were a child, I think you didn't have an issue talking to people. I don't think you had an issue speaking your truth, talking about who you were. Like you were your own person, and I feel like you were very solid and grounded in that sense. And this person, they tried to chip away at your confidence. They tried to show you like, oh, don't be so prideful or naive, or like this person would always find little ways to try and bring you down, pile number 3. So I just get that this individual really had a lot of hang-ups, especially when it came to their own self. So this person really projected onto you a lot, and I think that for a lot of you guys, you know exactly who this person is, because it's weird because they are a hidden enemy, but at the same time, you knew that they were manipulative. You knew that they were this way, but you didn't realize, I don't think you realized, pile number 3, how much this person really did tamper in your life, how much this person really did have their claws into your life and into your situations. Like this person really inserted themselves into this, and I feel like this person would do things where they would kind of play mind games with you, pile number 3. This person would gaslight you or say things to you like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, I didn't do that, or this or that. Like this person has very selective memory. So you're dealing with somebody here who will remember all of the flaws that you did, but when it came to them, they don't remember what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I didn't do that, I didn't say that, I think you just misunderstood. Like this is the type of individual, and so they would make you second guess yourself and make you doubt yourself a lot. So this person would kind of try to stifle your growth in many different ways, and they would do it in ways that were very cunning and very deceitful, but they would also kind of come at it like, oh, I'm just there trying to be, I'm trying to help you, and I'm just there for your best interest. Like I'm here for you, honey, like I care about you. Like this person would stab you behind your back and then turn around and then act like, oh my gosh, who did that? Who hurt you? What happened? Like, this is the type of person that would play on your emotions. And I think that this individual, they knew your insecurities. They knew what really got to you, and they would use that against you. This person sees strength in you. This individual sees this determination, this willpower, this strength that you have inside yourself. And this person didn't like that. This individual, they have a really hard time with again, you have a very strong personality as well. You are a very determined, strong person. And I think that this individual is threatened by that. I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who is either a water sign or somebody that is a air sign. But this person's very intimidated by your light. They're very intimidated by what you possess, the strength that you have. I feel like you guys really have strong Leo or really strong fire sign. So this person feels like you are, like, again, they felt like they needed to burn you out a little bit, right? Like douse you with some water. Like they tried to really downplay your gifts, your talents, your abilities. This person really tried to be, they're like a martyr. This person's a martyr. They are like, they use their illness or they use whatever is going on in their life. They will use that to their advantage. They will say things like, oh, you're so unloving, you're so uncaring. Obviously I'm sick and you know I'm sick and you went and did this anyway behind my back, or you did this or that. Like this person is really plays a big pity party in themselves. This person thinks that, you know, just because you are, it's like, it's weird. It's like this person's like, it's like they really try to hold you back with guilt more than anything. I think that's like their main thing, is because like this person wants you to feel like you owe them, right? You owe them something. If they're like your parent, they're like, oh, you owe me because you wouldn't have been here without me. I fed you. I put clothes on you. Like, you owe me. When really, in actuality, that's just what a good parent would do. That's just what a person does for their child. So it's like this individual really tries to push you down, pile number 3. They really try to stifle you. They want you to cater to them and what is right for them. So that's what I got with the message here, is this person sends messages to you too. I think you are still in constant connection with this individual. I think this person spreads a lot of lies and gossip as well. So they try to tamper with you. So say, for instance, if this is a parent, they will tell their sibling something bad about you, and now your sibling has an issue with you and you don't know why. It's like this person does things like that. They're constantly sending you messages, and I feel like when you guys are away from them, you feel better, you feel good, you don't feel so drained. But then when you're around them, you feel like crap, you feel drained, you feel like it's almost like this pure obligation. Pile number 3, you're here for this person's obligation. It's like you just feel like you owe them something. Like this person has really drilled it into you that, you know, you can't leave them, that, you know, you can't abandon family, or you can't do this or that. It's like this person is really trying to enmesh themselves with you. So you're dealing with somebody here who is a toxic family member, who is secretly, like, they try to act like they have your best interests at heart. They might even give you gifts, or if you're going through a hard time, they'll like check up on you, right? Like this person, even though I feel like sometimes they're the reason why you have that hard time. So it's like this individual, they enjoy the drama, but they also enjoy watching you run around like a chicken with your head cut off, right? This person enjoys seeing you in pain in a way, because this person's in pain. This person feels like life was cruel to them, that life was not fair to them. Maybe they had issues with their parents, and so they take it out on you now. It's like this individual is very stunted and very immature in a lot of ways. And I feel like this person, they try to drag you down with them in that regard, because they don't want you to surpass them. They don't want you to go past who they are. Like this person can tell, like this individual, like if this is say for instance family, right? They don't like to see you do better than them. If you're doing better than them, something's wrong, something's off. They have to stop you. They can't allow this to happen. It's really unfortunate, and I feel like that is kind of where you are with them. So I feel like you guys maybe have distanced yourself a little bit, and every time you would try and distance yourself, this person would guilt trip you or try to constantly contact you. Like this person is really codependent on you. They expect, it's almost like this individual needs you more than you need them, but they want you to have the illusionment that you need them more than they need you, right? So with understanding, I feel like you are learning to understand yourself better. I think that for a lot of you guys, you've had a lot of people try to take away parts of your identity of who you are. You've had people tell you that something's wrong with you, that you shouldn't be this way, or that, or this or that. So it's like you guys are gaining a better understanding of yourself and who you are, and almost kind of like what you give to the world. And I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who they try to tamper with that. They try to not let you be so sure of yourself, because I feel like you guys are very uncertain about yourself in a lot of different ways. And this person, they know that, they can sense that about you. And so they try to use that against you. They try to manipulate you in that way because they want you to stay small. They want you to stay uncertain about yourself and who you are as a person. So you're dealing with somebody here who is kind of almost trying to play mind games with you, and who is trying to keep you in this lower vibrational energy because they don't want you to move on. They don't want you to evolve past them. This person wants you to stay where you are. They like where you are. So you're dealing with somebody here where I feel like pile number 3, you are outgrowing you're outgrowing this family, or you're outgrowing this system that your sibling or a family member or somebody tried to put you in. Again, I feel like you guys had a lot of boxed in, like, it's like you have to be this way to be loved. You had a lot of conditions put upon you at a very young age, and a lot of guilt and shame for who you are, and trying to like control your actions and who you hang out with, who you talk to, what you do. I feel like you've just been around a lot of controlling energy. And I think that because you guys are such this fiery, you are like this fiery, go get it kind of energy. You guys have this willpower about you. It makes it hard because you are stubborn. I feel like pile number 3, you guys are like, I'm still going to do what I want to do. And it's like this person cannot control you, but they sure as hell try to. So that's kind of where I'm feeling for you guys. And I think that with this grove, it's like this person, it's like this feels kind of like a family dynamic or something where you always have to return to it. It's like you are in this process of trying to grow and evolve, and this person's trying to keep you stuck in one area. They're trying to keep you from not really moving on or moving forward. And I feel like this person, they may have even, like, say for instance, you stood up for yourself one time, this person will never let that go. They hold grudges on you, and it's almost like they punish you for you standing up for yourself, for you being who you are. And it's like this person really takes that in, and they internalize it as you're almost defying them. It's like you wanting to be yourself is almost like a huge threat to their own ego, or a huge threat to who they are. So they try to stifle you. They try to silence you and push you down, because this individual, they don't like how you are. They don't like that you have all of these gifts and abilities. And again, there's something about you guys. I think that you're very likable. I think that you guys are somebody that has, again, just a lot of willpower and a lot of energy to you. So this person is really intimidated by the way that you communicate, the way that you react, the way that you act in general. This person feels like they just can't control you, and it bugs them, because maybe for you guys maybe were like I said, the black sheep. Maybe you had siblings that were easier to control, or you had siblings that just followed the status quo and you didn't. So it's like you kind of was that person that you could be that person that could ruin the whole dynamic or the whole situation. And so they don't like that. They don't want that. They don't want to worry about that. So they try to kind of keep you stuck, kind of keep you in this lower vibrational energy, because they don't want you to see your greatness. So this is a person who maybe even like trauma dumps onto you in some way, or tries to, like for instance, this person, every insecurity they have, they'll project onto you. You're the troublemaker. You're the one that's causing the problems. Why can't you be like so-and-so? And they keep saying this and they keep doing this because they're trying to break down your self-esteem. They're trying to erode you. And then again, this is the hard part, guys, because they also act so loving and caring at the same time. It's like they're acting like they're doing it for your betterment. They're acting like they still love you and that they care about you and that they're just worried about about you, and they want to make sure that you have everything you need. But really what they're trying to do is they're trying to stifle you so that you can't run away, so that you can't evolve. It's like this person can see the potential that you have, but they don't want you to outdo them. They don't want you to improve past a certain point that they did. So it's like you are dealing with somebody here who is struggling, who is worried, and who is putting it all on you in a way. And so that's what I feel like you guys are in the process of going through at the time, right? So you're just like, it's like this person, they are watching you. And honestly, here too, with the 5 at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of the 5th house. So this is also Leo's domain. So we have the Sun card, we have Leo. I swear, you guys, you must have some Leo, or again, just a lot of fire in you. You are a very entertaining person. You have qualities that this person wished that they had. You are very fun and outgoing, and you make people around you feel loved. You are a very passionate person, and I think you guys, maybe at a very young age, you showed a lot of empathy to people and people, circumstances, and animals, like just everything, right? So they see that, they almost took that as a weakness on your part, like, oh, this person, they are tender, kind, like they see you as a loving, tender, kind person, and I feel like they play on that a little bit, right? I'm not trying to say that this person is just like an evil person, but I definitely get that this person does not have the bestest attention towards you, because this person, like I said, is jealous of who you are and is jealous of what you possess. But I also feel like this person blames you for a lot of their own mishaps, a lot of their own downfall. And it's not even your fault most of the time. Like every time, like you would get blamed for things, I feel like pile number 3, that wasn't even your fault. And it's because this person saw your worth. They saw what you had to offer. They saw how amazing you were. And they didn't want anyone else to notice that. They didn't want anyone else to see that. They had to, like I said, you're dealing with somebody who is a martyr, somebody that they need to be the center focal point. Everyone needs to be sorry for them. Everyone needs to be catering to them. Everyone should be there for them. And I feel like you are the type of person that you naturally steal the spotlight, whether you realize it or not. Again, you naturally steal that spotlight. Leos are really good for that. And it's not like they're intentionally trying to steal the spotlight. People are like, oh, Leos are attention whores. They're not. Leos love attention, but they don't always go out and seek it. It's just that, how can you not know the sun is there, right? The sun is right there in the sky. Like, it's bright, it's burning. It's like, it's hard to miss. And I feel like that's the energy you have. That's the energy that you emit, is that you are just hard to miss. You are hard to bypass, because you just have this quality about you guys that is very fiery. And I feel like you guys are very independent, and I think that a lot of you guys, you are this type of person who maybe when you were a little kid, you would take little risks. Like, you would do something that was scary and you would just go and do it anyway, and you would have fun doing it. You were the type of person that would want to learn, that would it's like you just had these, like, you were born with a set of morals that perhaps even other family members around you never had. So again, you're just like this really big oddball in the family. I feel like you guys are the person that's going to be breaking generational curses. You guys are the type of people that are not willing to stay in the status quo of what the family line is. So just because your family is a certain way doesn't mean that that's how you're going to follow. It's like you guys did not want to deal with this, and I feel like you guys were in a very abusive situation, or in a very hard situation, and I feel like because of that, it really taught you a lot. And I feel like you guys just maybe grew up feeling like you were not really seen or heard. It felt like you didn't really have anybody on your team, and you have really grown and really strengthened yourself because of that. So you guys are almost, it's almost like because of this parent or because of this family member's hatred towards your own natural light and who you are, almost strengthened you in a way and almost made you not only a better person, but also made you almost more kinder and compassionate in a weird way, right? It's almost like this person's hatred made you a better person. This person's envy of you, this person's issues with you has somehow elevated you, has made you become more of a focal point in people's lives. This individual talks a lot about you, and I feel like they, like I said, maybe smear your name or slander you in a lot of different ways, but I feel like you guys are just like this rebel, right? You're this person that nobody can just take charge or control of, and this person hates that. And they always say things like, oh, pile number 3, they never listen to me, they don't do this for me, they don't do that for me, and oh, woe is me, and woe is me. But you're like outliving your life. You're doing things that you need to do. And you are and again, you are not like this bad person that this individual maybe has made you out to be. You are actually this fierce, assertive, you are driven, you are courageous, and you put yourself first because you understand that you need to do that in order to help others. And it's like you guys are just this individual that it's almost like maybe in the past, pile number 3, and maybe even still to this day, maybe you defend yourself a lot and that has gotten you in some trouble because you have put yourself in that situation. And then you would just like, say for instance, this person would try and trigger you, and then you would get triggered and you would react in an angry way, and it would make you look bad in front of others. And now it's almost like you are learning to develop a part of yourself that's not really like that. So you are almost kind of learning to almost like not take everything that people say to heart. So this individual, when they come across or when they think about you, they see this drive, this light inside of you that they want to just kind of, like I said, just kind of kick out, right? They just want to kind of dampen it. They kind of want to stop you from achieving your goals. And I think that it's because this person sees this efficiency that you have, this charm that you guys have. So this person is just really jealous of the way that people perceive you. They're very jealous of how you come off, how you are known. People know you. You have this magnetism about you. And I think that you've had that even as a child. And because you've had that, this has really made a lot of people, especially people in your family, try to stop you from really going forward in your life and really being who you are. So I feel like for a lot of you, unfortunately, you're dealing with a family member that is really trying to stunt your growth and really trying to keep you from actually going out and achieving your goals. You have this uniqueness about you guys when it comes to Uranus. To have Uranus like this, I feel like you guys have a unique way of talking, a unique way of dressing. There's something about you guys that's a little quirky, a little different. And that also, they hate that about you because it's like, okay, pile number 3, people would make fun of how you would like talk or how you would look or how you would do certain things. And it's because they hated how they liked that about you. They hated how people noticed that about you. That made you stand out. That made you kind of, again, be your own person, right? It's like, it's a part of your essence. This Uranus, like this uniqueness, is a part of who you are. And it really made you stand out. And maybe you looked a little different than the rest of your siblings. Or there's something about you that really just, again, was different than your family. And they would always ostracize you for that or make fun of you for it. But that is also probably one of your bestest qualities or your biggest strengths, is in whatever they made fun of you for. Pile number 3, that right there is the hidden gem in which you have the ability to take that and thrive. I feel like you guys, this seems like the pile that would be more like an entrepreneur or somebody that would do something that is very creative, very unique, that's different than others. And what they would do is they would make fun of you, but that's what is the hidden gem. That's what's going to help take you further in life. So pay attention and and realize, pile number 3, that you are capable, that you are amazing, because I just get the sense that this is a very difficult pile, because I've had similar experiences. I've been the black sheep of the family. So I do understand the implications that come with it when you deal with family members or people that are secretly against you, that hate you, or that just have some kind of ill will towards you. And it's hard not to take that personally because it's family, but I feel like it's not just because you're family. Like, this person would have hated you even if they knew you in a different way, right? Because you have this magnetism about you. You have things about you that is so unique and so different that you could monetize that. You can use that to your advantage. A lot of people, I think, would love to be around you or love to be in your presence. And that is something that you have going for you, is your presence, the way that you come off to people. You have this amazing energy about you, and these people were jealous about you. This is something that they hated to see because they don't think they had that in themselves. So this person may have tried to ruin your reputation. There is something about you guys. You guys have this uncanny ability to manifest wealth into your life. But because this person saw this a lot, they would try to take you down. This individual, like I said, could have even belittled you in public. This person tried to ruin your reputation. This person tried to stifle your growth. They didn't want you to be an authority figure. They didn't want you to have a legacy. This person saw your purpose, and they tried to destroy that. They tried to pull you back down to their level. This person did not want to see you achieve. They did not want to see you surpass them in any way, shape, or form, which is very sad, because if this is, say, a parent, parents should always want you to be upgrading, right? Like, a healthy parent would want to see their child be more successful than them, because then that just means that they raised you right. That means that they did a good job, you know. And but you were dealing with somebody here, I think, that is a little bit more manipulative, that has their own issues and their own hangups, and they just didn't want to see you surpass them. They didn't want to see you do better than them. And it's like, this person wants you to do good, but good enough to where they can brag about you, but not good enough to where you surpass them and now you make them look bad, right? So you're dealing with somebody that is all about their image, all about who they only care about, how other people perceive them. And I feel like because you were that type of kid or that type of person that just went with whatever you wanted at the time, you were just this individual, you were being your authentic self. You were just doing what you thought was best for you. You were just different than them. Maybe you were the whistleblower of truth, right? You would be that truth teller, and you would say things like, oh, that's not right. We shouldn't do that. Don't fight. Don't do this. Like, you would maybe be the one that would step up to this person, and they hated that about you. They hated that you have boundaries. They hated that you had a sense of self, and so they tried to break that down on you. And unfortunately, I feel like they could have tried to destroy, like I said, your reputation of who you are to other people. We have the Lover with the Leo. You guys are very loving, very caring people, very playful and at heart. You guys have always had a light heart, and you've always had this natural, nurturing energy about you. So pile number 3, maybe you're dealing with a mother or father figure that were not very nurturing, that was not very giving or very kind or very understanding, but you yourself, you are a very nurturing, loving individual. And this person, they saw that, they acknowledged that, and it's like they took advantage of that. They know that you're the type of person that will always forgive them. They set it up in a way where they guilt trip you every time you try to stand up for yourself. Anytime you try to express yourself, they would guilt trip you. And I feel like this person would always try to like demean you, put you down. And again, here, you guys, I feel like this person really tried to rob you of your own joy. And I think it's just because this individual, they felt threatened by you. They felt like you thought, like, they knew that you could do better than them. They knew that you were going to surpass them in many ways. They saw this confidence in you. They saw this light in you, and this person wanted to dim your self-expression. They didn't want you to express to yourself. And it's like this person around you, I feel like have really kept you from really going out there in your life. Like, I think that perhaps pile number 3, again, you just don't realize how much this person really has an influence over your life and what you who you are, because this person really tries to downplay your success. They don't want you to see how successful and how amazing you are. And they have had other people put you down as well. And they've had other people maybe even misinterpret who you are because they didn't want others to see that about you. So for pile number 3, I feel like this is a very heavy energy, especially when it is family. I feel like sage is very appropriate, like saging yourself, cleansing yourself, putting yourself first. And not taking what this individual does personally, because I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who is stunted at a very young age and who maybe has perhaps went through a lot. And that's not an excuse on their part, because I feel like whoever you're dealing with that is secretly hating on you or secretly an enemy of you, I feel like this person is just, they are envious because they feel like you have opportunities, you have things going for you that they didn't have. And I'm also just getting, again, this person feels like you're more prettier than them, you're better than them. This person is just really threatened by you. And because you have such a strong personality, and because you're just a strong person in general, you were able to handle the abuse and able to handle the things that maybe your siblings couldn't. So you guys are like, everyone acted like you were the weakest link in the family, but you were actually the only link that was keeping everything together. You were the strong point. You were that point of tension that everyone put all their anger and energy onto, because you were the one that would handle it without fully breaking like other people would. So people saw the strength. They saw the confidence in you. They saw who you are. And because of that, they try to downplay you. They try to show that you are not worthy of love or that you're not worth it. But that is further from the truth, pile number 3. And I feel like for a lot of you guys with that wishing, I think you guys wished for a better household. You wished for a better family. You wish that your family would have like loved and accepted you. And I think that that has been something that has really impacted you and your heart. But I feel like you guys are still like loving, caring, amazing people. And I think that even if you were the black sheep of the family, I do believe you guys are going to find people that are worth loving and people that are going to love you the way that you deserved all along. And yeah, I just feel bad for this pile. This is like probably the heaviest pile, because again, it feels like this is close to home. This is family. This is somebody that you could have, somebody that you should have been able to trust in, somebody that you should have been able to get the love and all the attention and everything that you needed. But instead, you didn't get your needs met. You didn't get the love. This person could have impacted the way that you trust other people and yourself. And it's like you had to learn from this. You've had to grow from this, and you had to build yourself back up. So pile number 3, don't let these people stifle you. Know your strength, know your confidence, know your worth, because I feel like you guys are coming to a better understanding of yourself because of this situation, and you're only going to get stronger for it. So in a way, as messed up as this situation is, you guys are actually stronger for this situation. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you're passing out of this. You're no longer allowing and accepting this type of behavior, or at least you're starting to distance yourself from this. But that is who I'm getting for you guys. That is your secret hater or your secret enemy. I hope that this resonated for you and helped you in some way. Thank you so much, pile number 3. Be kind to yourself. Have a great and wonderful day. Bye.